Just one of them days. Good morning, whoever's in the back giving me them. I appreciate you. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Hmm. Just one of them days. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for the heart. I bet you that's Miss Irene. Good morning, guys. Hope everyone's having a good morning. Thank you for thumbs up so quickly. Good morning, Isaiah. Last night, um, actually read some Bibles this morning, and listen, I off to a great start. Everything is going as it should. All is well. In and out again. It's raining here, and that's is it better now? Is it better? It was going in and out yesterday. Thank you guys so much. Good morning, Darlene. Thank you guys. I have literally went viral again, and it's all because thank you. It's crazy. Like, but I'm grateful that I'm connecting and I connecting with people in ways, and I'm grateful for all those things. I don't know what could be going on. Oh, maybe it's this. I don't know. Is this better? Nikki's. Hi, Nikki. Thank you. Do you guys ever feel lonely when you're in the in a transition of changing or becoming a better version of yourself? Do you feel lonely in that process? Because let me tell you something. Me personally, I just had a conversation with a friend yesterday. Like, this is a lonely journey. It is a lonely journey. And I had to sit with the fact of, listen, when you're changing your environment, when you're letting go of toxic situations, toxic friendships, or anything that you're letting go of that used to be your norm, then you're like a square in a circle. So yeah, you're gonna be, listen, people are gonna X you out. They're not gonna come around. They're not gonna call or anything like that. And it's lonely. Good morning. It absolutely is making you a better person. It was rough. It was rough because I'm just like, wow, I don't have nobody I can talk to. I don't have nobody I can hang out with. Yeah, that was, and every day I'm like, just being transparent. I wonder what they doing. Like, I really must not matter because they ain't called, anything like that. One second. One quick second, guys.
Great content needs a great audience. Like Stretch Armstrong.
Try this. Hello. What about now? Okay, that's better. Okay, that's better. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Um, I'm sorry, but getting back to what I was saying earlier, like, going through this transformation journey, it's lonely. It really is, and and actually, I'm doing it for me. So, in 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 me becoming a better myself, then I have to cut people out. Then so be it. I have to be lonely, and that's where it's at. But let's just be honest, it ain't a good feeling. But at the end, it'll all pay off. I don't know what's going on with this mic. Y'all gonna make me send it right on back to Amazon. Let's see. What about if I hold it here? Does it sound better? Does it sound better? Good morning. One soul at a time. Took some. What I came to realize too is sometimes people shy away from you when you're growing because your growth triggers something within themselves, and it triggers their stagnation. It lets them see themselves, see them as being, listen, I'm stagnated. I'm not doing no better. I'm doing the same thing day in and day out. I'm having the same conversations day in and day out. So when you trigger something in them, so that makes them not want to come around you or be around you. So you know that you're on the right track then, right? Would you agree with that, Darlene? And and sometimes we view it as they don't like us anymore, or you know, or it just simply could be discomfort. They're feeling discomfort in our growth. Because again, it's our growth. It's making them see who they really are and see where they are in life, like, right? I've had situations to where an associate of mine would say to me, "You think you better? You think you better?" And I'm like, "No, I don't. I'm just not going to do certain things." Or again, I have my boundaries now, and I'm not deviating from my boundaries. So oftentimes you'll find where people will try to um, shift their discomfort, their insecure, everything off on you to make you feel like you're doing something wrong. So they can feel better about being stagnated. So they can feel better about not setting boundaries and holding firm to what, is good for them. I experienced that. Have anybody experienced that? And again, when you've been friends with somebody for so long and that happens, it's like it's painful. Let's just say call a spade a spade. It's painful. Have you ever found yourself and you're looking like, why are we in your friend groups? In your friend groups, you find yourself having the same old conversation day in and day out. There's nobody there that's mentally stimulating you, or you mentally stimulating them. When you're in a situation like that, it's time for you to exit left, because somebody, look, if all of us here doing the same thing day in and day out, complaining about problems, complaining about it, and then there's no change, doing the same thing, expecting different results, is what, Darlene? It's ludicrous. Hmm. And change is scary, though. Change is scary. And a lot of times people don't want to change because they don't want to step out into unfamiliar territory. Good morning, Jewel. You're absolutely welcome, my love. Thank you so very much. Chilly with her, since I was with this guy and we broke up because I didn't want to smoke or drink with him. I feel so hurt because I truly loved him. Then get lonely, felt used. It takes time to heal. It does take time to heal. And see, and listen, Chili, for me, then this is me. Um, I have my non-negotiables. That's just me, and everybody should have their non-negotiables. Simply because of what I endured growing up and what I saw. For me, now this is just me. Um, I wouldn't. I wouldn't date anybody that drink like literally drink all the time. Like social drinking, I can deal with that. But just every day you gotta come in, you gotta pop a beer, or you gotta have liquor, you have all this. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I don't care how I feel about you, whatever. It's a done deal. Because it triggers something within me from when I was growing up, because my father was an alcoholic, right? And so if I see that in a person, I don't care how attracted I am to them. As far as this is going to go, sir, it's a conversation. And we have to realize that we have to get people, well, we have to get people, we have to know what our standards are, set our boundaries, and stick to them. No matter how good they look or how attractive. And then not only that, Chilla, you got to look at, why am I attracting this type of person if I'm not doing that? What is it about me that's attracting this person? So then, therefore, you got to go back and dig deeper within yourself to see, what is it about me that keep attracting this type of person. If I don't drink and I don't smoke and I don't want to be with anybody, like, why am I attracting this type of person? So we attract that we are. Oh, that's deep right there. We attract that we are. So with this transformation journey that I'm on, I'm taking a deep dive into me. How? Why? What is it about me? And what is it that I can change? What is it that I felt like I was missing, that am I making sense? Me neither. My father drank. I don't drink. I don't party. I am 58 years old and never been to a club. No, ma'am. Oh, now, Jewel. Okay, now look, let me tell you something real quick. Now look, I done been to the clubs. Now y'all can tell I like to shake a tail feather. But I mean, again, that's your truth. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. Um, but again, I'm not a person that drink like all the time, but I am a social drinker. Like, hey, every once in a while I'll have like wine with my dinner, or if I'm with my children I may have a margarita. But just to sit and everyday thing, no, that's not me. It's the biggest turn off for me. It really is. Every time turn you drinking, I'm not, no. Mm-mm, no. And we have to, you know again, set your boundaries and stick to them. When a lot of times, I know this for a fact, a lot of times when we're lonely, we tend to settle because we don't want to feel being lonely, right? And then we start to settle. Let me tell you something. I have a conversation with myself all day, every day. Take myself out to dinner, take myself out to a movie, love on me, spend time with me, cater to me. I do all those things, right? So when somebody else come along and want to present those things, when I'm about, I'm good. Because see, here's what happens. Let's use this analogy. When you're hungry, and I mean you're truly famished, you don't care what's put before you, you're gonna eat it. And you're not gonna be picky, you're not gonna be choicy, you're gonna eat it. But if you've been eating all along, nibbling on food all along, when somebody puts something before you and you're like, I'm not particularly fond of that, so I'm gonna have to pass, right? And another analogy is this. So when my children was growing up, um, I said, listen, I know they're gonna at some point start to drive, but I don't want them to be so excited about driving when I turn them loose that they want to go here, go there, shop for their friends because they're driving. So what I did was, even before um, they got their learner's permit, I would teach them how to drive on the back roads, right? They got their learner's permit, and I would let them drive. I mean, when I say everywhere, anytime I need to go somewhere, I put them under the wheel. So when they got their license and they was driving, everything I needed, they was like my Ubers. Like, y'all go to the store and get this, y'all go to the store and get that. And so they were so used to driving and so tired of running errands for me. When they got ready to hang with their friends, they didn't want to drive. They was used to it. Like, no, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not doing all that. Good morning, Dusty. Good morning, Nikki. How are you? Sheila says, when we met, he wasn't drinking that much. He lost his father and then his mom. He had a mental illness. I was there for him to help him through the sad times. It was a long distance relationship. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, again, now you know. Now you know. You cut your losses quick. And give him time, give him his space to get himself together. Because one thing for certain, and two for sure, we can't change anybody, no matter what journey they're on, what path they're on. They got to figure it out for themselves. And in the meantime, you work on yourself. And I had to learn that the hard way too. We can't change people. We can't change them at all. Only thing we can do is what? Work on ourselves. And in working on ourselves, we got to deal with the ugliness within us, because we all have ugliness with inside of us. The thing is, are you going to deal with it? Sit with it? Sit with her? What is her needs, or what were her needs? Are you going to forgive her for the mistakes she made? And that's something that, listen, I'm talking about it, but I got to do it. There are days I have to sit with it, and it ain't good. I mean, again, I'd be glad when I get through it, because I'm doing the work. Self love, absolutely. Absolutely. Pause real quick. Nikki, girl, did you read the community post? The second video that went viral, the video I was where my grandkids challenged me, girl, honey, it's the went viral, over 1 million views. Thank you. Thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to say that real quick too for the people that just come on. I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, it's more than just a dance for me. It's healing for me. Y'all look at me. Thank you. Y'all look at me and be like, oh, she's having some fun. It's healing. I come across this quote the other day, and I said, every day I'm going to say, and I said it all day yesterday, everything is good, is working like it's supposed to. Everything is going like it's supposed to go. Everything is good, and everything is working like it's supposed to. Isn't that something to say? Like, irregardless of what's going on, everything is good because it's working like it's supposed to work. I want to listen to this, so y'all stay tuned and listen, and just bear with me with my storytelling. So here we go. So this king, he had four wise men, four advisors that he would always ask their question on. But there's one particular advisor he was so fond of, and he listened to everything he said. He would listen to the others, but he didn't too much pay attention to them. But this one particular one, anything he asked him, he said, "What do you think?" The advisor would say, "All is well. Everything is working like it should." Boom. King good. What happened one day, the king was getting his royal shave. And while getting his royal shave, the guy cut him on the accident, but he was real close to the main artery. So the king grabbed his neck and he was almost bled out. But they went and got stitches, and he was so mad. So his trusted his all his advisors said, he went, "What should I do? What should I do with him?" And they said, "Ask the one that you're so fond of. What do he think?" So the king went to his trusted advisor, who he always just took what he said to heart. He said, "The barber, he cut me deep, and he almost got to my main artery, almost bled to death. What shall I do with him? What do you think I should do?" The trusted advisor said, "All is well. Everything is working like it should." The king got so upset with him. He said, "What do you mean? He almost killed me. And you're telling me everything is good and is working like it should? Y'all, take him and throw him in the darkest dungeon you could find." The trusted advisor didn't say not one word. They led him down through the castle, down to the darkest, dirtiest cave, um, um, jail they could find. They put him in there, and he didn't say one word. And the king, he was baffled. He was like, "Why would he tell me all is well? Everything is working like it should. And I almost lost my life." So it kept bothering him, because this is the guy he trusted. This is the guy who will always give him the right things, the right words, everything. So he rode out on his horse just to try to clear his mind, because he was hurt by that, right? Because he was thinking that his advisor was going to tell him, throw him in the dungeon. So he was riding out, and he mind was so filled up with what was said. He just rode and rode until he looked up, and figured out he was in a place to where he didn't even recognize. And where he rode up on was where the cannibals lived. And y'all know what cannibals do, right? Good morning. Cannibals hadn't seen you in a while, Pascal. Cannibals, they eat people. So they saw him, and when he saw the cannibals, and by the time he could get himself together to try to turn around, they grabbed him off the horse and carried him and was getting ready to eat him. So they tied him up. He's like, "No, I'm a king. I'm a king." The cannibals, they wasn't trying to hear it. All they saw was meat, and they was gonna eat him. So they tied him up, and when they got ready to cut him for the sacrifice to eat, the sacrificial offering to the kings to eat, one of them said, "Hold up, this man is not pure. He has a cut on his neck, and we can't sacrifice him or nor eat him because he's not pure." So they let him go. So King got back on his horse. He rolled back to the castle. By the time he got there, he went down there to his trusted advisor's dungeon jail. He went in there. He said, "Listen," he said, "I was so upset with what you said to me that I threw you in jail and I rode out." And he said, "When I rode out, I found myself in a foreign land where the cannibals were. And they were going to kill me, but they told me that I was not pure because of the scar, the stitches that was on my neck. What do you have to say about that?" The trusted advisor said to him, "All is well. Everything is working like it should." The, the king was still baffled. He said, "What do you mean by that?" He said, "See, you see, you can't, so you see, king, had you not, had the barber not cut you, and had you not threw me here in the dungeon, you would have rode out today, and I would have been with you, and the cannibals would have eaten me instead of you. So you see, not only are you alive, I'm alive too. So all is well and working like it should." My God from heaven. Isn't that deep? Because a lot of times we look at things as being what's going wrong instead of saying, "Oh, this is working for my good," even though it don't look like it's working for my good. It's working for my good. What do you think about that, Chili? There's people in your life for a reason. Pascal, being self-protected is a natural response to avoid further emotional risk. Let me tell you something. Anybody say, "How's it going?" All is well. Everything is working like it should. Mm. So y'all take that with y'all today. All is well, and everything is working like it should. Even going through this healing journey, even going through disappointment, even going through loss, all is well. Everything is working like it should. That's deep. That's really deep. Thank you, Nikki. That's really deep. All is well, and everything is working like it should. So, Nikki, that just gave me a quick thought. I was saying, on my other lives, like, y'all work with me, like I'm become a better storyteller. I'm gonna do, but listen, I'm where I'm supposed to be. All is well, and everything is working like it should. My God from heaven. Can you find yourself saying that today, Nikki? Mm. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the heart. My gums a little sore this morning. That's right. Amen. Amen to that. I challenge you guys from this day forward to start looking at things and saying, all is well. Everything is working like it should. All is well, and everything is a pleasure talking to you guys. Listen, again, I challenge you. All is well and working like it should, no matter what comes and goes. You all have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And here's to each and every one of you. All is well. Everything is working like it should. I love you guys.